So you're thinking about moving to Virginia Beach and you're so overwhelmed with navigating where you want to go, what you need to know, anything about the area. Well, I've been in your shoes. I did this move a year ago from Richmond to Hampton Roads. I understand the concerns about trying to figure out the cost of living, what there is to do, what type of environment there is, where you want to live, what is good for businesses, families, work, commute times, all of those problems. I hope to address those for you in this awesome video. I honestly wish I had a video like this when I was moving so I could have sat there and gone through all the different 7 cities of Hampton Roads, figured out exactly why I picked a certain one or what I enjoyed about one. And I hope this video helps you to figure out why Virginia Beach might be the next home for you. For those on a journey, call, subscribe, email, check me out. I'm Jodi. One of my favorite things to do in Virginia Beach is check out the Cavalier Hotel. It's got historic charm. It has been around since the 1930s. It has done so much. It's been through multiple ownerships. It has kind of gone to demise and been bought and rebought and redone. It was a beautiful historic charm of the Art Deco age. It had derby racing on the waterfront. It still has this historic value you can't beat. I was just at a garden party last night in Virginia Beach at the Cavalier. It was so great. The views of the waterfront were stunning. Just the historic feel. You could just drop everything, walk away, and just feel like you were in a different vacation mode, lifestyle, everything. It was fantastic. It was only 40 minutes away from where I live in Hampton Roads. So for me, it's my favorite getaway. They do wonderful menus and restaurants there. They do great events from Kentucky Derby event, symphony on green grass. They do bubbly events. They do wine tasting events. They also have their own distillery on location at the hotel, and the rooms are fantastic. They have a great day spa that I go quarterly and check out the day spa, make a day of it, go check out the beach, have some great fun, get away. It's one of my favorite places to go. They have a golf and yacht club as well. They have a beach club. They just have so much to offer. It's fantastic. And Becca is one of their top restaurants as well. So nice. If you want something that's a little masculine, outdoorsy, try the Hunt Club down in the basement. It is fantastic. This hotel has so much to offer and such great charm with a mid-century flair. And it's right by the beach. It also has the Marriott Hotel, which is connected to it as well. And you can go stay at both, stay at one, make a whole vacation out of it. It is on the border of the Virginia Boardwalk and the North End, which has got beautiful historic homes, and it's just great for private beach. So it's a great spot to go and then walk. You can see the best of the boardwalk by taking a right and walking south on the beach, or going north on the North End and see these beautiful private homes. So it's a great way to see a real taste of Virginia Beach. If you are trying to figure out where to stay just to check out the area, I think the North End border with the Marriott, they're opening an Embassy Suite soon, and the Cavalier kind of give you the best of all worlds for a taste of what Virginia Beach has to offer. Another great peek at how Virginia Beach has taken something that could have been an eyesore and made it into something beautiful that has so many events is Mount Trashmore. Mount Trashmore used to be a trash, of course, dump. And what they've done is they've buried it all. They've made a beautiful park that's elevated, so you kind of get a bird's eye view of everything. It's got a great flat area. It has waterfront area. It does cherry blossom park. It does events. Right now, there's a carousel and whole carnival going on right there. They do a Chinese New Year event as well. It is more in the west side central area of Virginia Beach near the town center. So you don't have to be at beachfront living to enjoy all the festivals that go on at Mount Trashmore. It's really a great way that they've done something that could have been a total eyesore and made it that nobody wanted to live near. And they've really turned it into such a happening spot with hiking and trails and fishing, fun activities to do. The center of Virginia Beach has shopping, restaurants, and a ton of jobs and work are out there. So it's a great location if you're moving, If you're visiting and don't want to pay the prices of living or staying at the beach, Town Center has a ton to offer with activities, shopping, like I said before. And I mean, there's different work events out there as well. So you're probably going to get called for work out there or even at the convention center in Virginia Beach. But it's a great perspective to see what Virginia Beach inland has to offer for you as well. If you're coming and bringing kids and checking out the area, you have to check out the aquarium at Virginia Beach, and you have to also take the time. It's part of a science museum as well. It is fun for all ages, all activities. It's right near the beach, right before you get onto the waterfront area and boardwalk area. So if you're staying down there and making a weekend out of it for all the events and different things, you can definitely take a day and go check out the aquarium. It's so much fun, some hands-on activities for the kids, a nice way to just kind of enjoy some air-conditioned events. If it's in the middle of the summer and you are done and sunburned, go check out the aquarium. There's also a modern arts museum that's nearby there as well. If you have adult people who are not ready for the aquarium fun, except I'm, somebody who enjoys all age fun, you can go to the Modern Art Museum and check that out. Or if you have a budding art student that's interested in something like that, take them there, check that out as well. Something that I really want to try is there's a new Vibe District that has got art all over the walls, great area, and it's also got a whole bunch of breweries. There's a Vibe Brewery walking tour that is on my list of to-dos. I actually just sent it off to my husband. We are totally going to have to check that out. The breweries that are in Virginia Beach, New Realm, there's a few others. They have a ton of different areas, events that they partake in. It's a lot of fun. So if you're a brewery snob like we are, you got to throw in one or two of those because Virginia Beach does have some great breweries to check out as well. And you might as well get some sightseeing in and walk off those calories. Virginia Beach might feel like it is all beachfront, but there are a ton of wetlands over by Virginia Beach as well. It's a boggy kind of area that is below sea level or at sea level. With that becomes some natural terrain that is more of a wetland area than just the oceanfront, and a lot of people don't know that. So with that comes a whole bunch of preserves and state parks that you can go. You can hike, bike, do kayaking tours as well. There's a zip line tour in one of the wetlands that's so cool to check out. So there's a lot to do that's not just beach related. If you need cover from being sunburnt from sitting on the beach, check out the wetlands and some of those state parks because they'll have some coverage that you can actually still do outdoor events and different things and not be sunburned or scared of the sun. Like I tend to get sunburned in the first day real fast. So it gives you an idea of all the different things and all the outdoor activities that Virginia Beach has to offer and kind of what the true area was about. It was beach and wetlands, and they just kind of come together and correspond right at the beachfront. And a lot of people don't know that. So that's why there are some yacht clubs and different things that are just a little bit further off, and golf courses as well that are a little bit further off just due to everything being at sea level or below sea level. So let's really talk about the Virginia Beach Boardwalk for things to do. That is the thing to do place to be. I go out there regularly. We do different events. Before we moved here, my husband would have different education things because it's a big Navy base out here. And so he would be attached to the Navy base and we'd get to stay at one of the hotels near the boardwalk, and he would go and do his trainings and I would kind of go and check out the area because it was on our list of things that we wanted to do or places we wanted to move to eventually. So I did a lot of staying out there in the hotels, and I would come out for a day or two while he was there and just kind of tag along and check out the area. So the boardwalk itself is wonderful. What they've done is make it friendly for all people. So it has not just a wide beach that is great for, sunbathing and beach activities and different events, but it also has a very wide boardwalk. And that boardwalk is all cement that goes for miles up and down Virginia Beach. With that boardwalk, there's different pavilions for live music. There's different pavilions for the Neptune statue. There's parks. There's great parks as well and different jungle gyms for children. And they've made some sensory ones as well for all types of needs and any child to be able to come and feel very welcomed in this park. So they've really done a great job at just making it all inclusive all the way down. So if there's wheelchairs or people who need bikes or people who can't walk on the sand, they've really made it so that it is a great area for anybody, all needs, to go and experience the beachfront. You don't have to go play in the sand if you don't want to. You can walk the boardwalk. You can rent bikes on the boardwalk. You can rent tandem bikes on the boardwalk. Family ones that are 4-pedal go-alongs that you can go and rent as well. So it's really done a great job. And there's great restaurants such as Waterman's that is on the further south side of the boardwalk. It has a great brunch, fantastic, totally suggest Chick's Beach. It is great if you want live music on a weekend or just waterfront dining. You can go all the way to the north end with the Marriott, like I mentioned earlier. It has Orion's rooftop. The view from there, you feel like you're on top of the water. It's so high up and it's right on the beach. And then you can look north all the way down and all the private properties on north end, or you can look south and see all of the boardwalk. It's such a great place. And Orion is a newer restaurant. It has an Asian infusion, really spectacular food. There's Becca's. It's not waterfront, but it is a diamond chef and a fantastic spot at the Cavalier. Great food. They have a garden area that you can go and enjoy on great weather and sit outside with chandeliers and floating candles. Is fantastic. So food is to die for. There's everything from a Irish bar, Murphy's, to the Atlantic. Great oysters and seafood and everything in between. There's some great pizza places, some great bar dives. There's a music venue, the Norva down there as well. So great concerts that come out all over. A lot of big bands have played in the Norva. Or you can go and check out the local buskers and stuff on some of the little venues that are on the boardwalk and the little stages that they kind of perform Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays. So you can do so much, have so much activity. There's mini golf. It's just a great tourist destination and a tourist spot, as well a great spot for locals to just kind of get out and feel like you're away from everything for a day, for the weekend, for a few days. It's fantastic. It's my secret getaway that I just can rejuvenate myself and then go back to the other areas of Hampton Roads for me personally. So it's fantastic. Let's talk about the festivals that go on in Virginia Beach near the boardwalk. There are the monster trucks on the beach. Fantastic event in May. It's the middle of May to the end of May. They actually work on building the sand dunes into a monster truck theater right on the beach, when you can get a hotel or two that actually see on it if you plan properly. It's very hard. Or get tickets to actually sit in the stands. Fantastic event. Great for all ages. And if you like monster trucks and a little bit of thrilling stuff, definitely the place to be. Around that same time, it's not on the same weekend, but around that same time is also a taco festival. It is a huge taco festival with so much to do. Food trucks come out, the restaurants shut down, they do tacos only, they do drinks on the beach, and they have VIP sections as well. It's a 2-day event. Right now, because of COVID, the last one was broken up into half-day events. So you would buy tickets for a half day. So Saturday, half day morning, Saturday, half day evening, Sunday, same thing, just so that the crowds were a little bit less, which also made it easier to stand in line to get all the food and different things. But these are only just a tidbit of some of the summer activities. Another big one is the Shamrock Run, which is put on by a beer group as well. And they do it on, of course, St. Patrick's Day. And you can do anywhere from a 5K to a 26-mile run. They do events for the whole weekend. It's a fantastic time. You can go sit at some of the restaurants and cheer on your favorite runners, your family members who are doing it, or cheer on yourself, or even congratulate yourself for crossing the line. So it's so much fun. The activities are endless out there. The festivals are endless. There's the Neptune Festival. There's just so much to do. You can never be bored. One of the last things that I really enjoy about Virginia Beach, I've lived at beaches all over the East Coast. I've lived up and down the coast. I love being near the waterfront. But for me, Virginia Beach, something that you see every blue moon, but in Virginia Beach, for some odd reason, you see it so much. If you go and sit on the beach for long enough, there's dolphins playing in the water just right at where the waves are breaking. And it happens daily. It happens all the time. And it's not something that I used to see down in Florida as often. You'd get one or two if you were lucky. This is almost daily. Every single time I've been at the beach, I have seen dolphins playing in the water. It is so cool. We've had our hotel rooms. I've sat out there with my coffee and just enjoyed watching the dolphins play. It's just so surreal. They have a ton of boating and different events and kayaking with the dolphins and different things. So Google it if you want to take your kids out for the day. If you don't want to pay the money for the excursions where you're like really going to find them for sure and be a little closer, you can sit at the beach long enough and I'm sure you'll find some dolphins. So it is a beautiful thing to see in its natural habitat. Just a really cool glimpse that you don't get everywhere. Virginia Beach is basically East Hampton Roads. It is east as the water. It does connect to Chesapeake and Norfolk, and it is just got much waterfront, oceanfront living that you want. And then you can also go on inland a little if you want to have the same accessibility as almost oceanfront living, but not have the same costs or flood zones of oceanfront living. So it's a fantastic spot, and it's a very huge area of Hampton Roads as well. The population of Virginia Beach is over 450,000. The median household income is above the national average at $76,000. More people own than rent in Virginia Beach. Actually, a few months ago, Virginia Beach made one of the top 15 cities for the hardest places to buy at that time. Between inventory being low and it being one of the more desirable neighborhoods or areas of Hampton Roads, it made the top 15 list of the hardest places to purchase property. So just to take that into consideration when you are looking and buying. The median home value for that area is $280,000. The median rent is $1,367 a month. Those are both above the national average, so it is a very desirable area to live, and it is on just the higher end of the national average. The public schools are rated an A. If you go to niche.com, that's where I got my information. This at no cost is my own opinion. I don't have kids that go to school. I just pull these statistics off of niche.com. Check out the website right here, and you can go and see for yourself what each school is rated and how they get those ratings. After reading all the reviews on niche.com about Virginia Beach itself, it has the highest score overall for just living standards, ratings, everything. It is a very desirable area, and you can definitely tell why. There's a little bit of everything. The ocean living, the different things to do. It is fun all year round. There's sun, beach activities, an ocean-free, carefree lifestyle that you can have. You can also be a dedicated work person as well. There's professional areas as well. There's just a lot to do and see. You can really never get bored. There's fun activities. It's actually been named top 20 places in America for the best public schools and top 25 best places have a family grow. Between the nightlife, the activities, the shopping, it has everything at your fingertips. You can have the mom and pop boutique stores. You can have the big box stores. You can find anything. So it is a great place to live with so much to offer. One of the big comments that I came across many times while reading the different comments was how diverse the area is. And most people are actually putting that towards there are some military bases, Navy bases. It's home to one of the largest Navy bases in the US. And basically all of that brings in a different population than you would normally see. And it's created a huge diversified area. And everybody actually has very great comments to say about that. The very few negative things, and I feel like people are reaching at straws, everybody has to find something. And this is not my opinion. This is other things that I've read, was crime. People say crime is high. I want to take into consideration, though, that also the area of Virginia Beach itself is one of the larger areas is Hampton Roads. So when you take that large of an area, there's going to be different statistics that you can pull from anywhere. So take that with a grain of salt. Also, one of the negative things was it's high tourists. Yes, because there's the beachfront. There's so many activities. There's so many festivals, especially in the summer. Of course, it's going to be high in tourism. Tourism at that large of a population already creates a lot of traffic. So traffic is very bad in Virginia Beach. The city's addressing this and they are doing expansions. They are trying their hardest to keep in front of this. With the expansions comes construction. With construction becomes more traffic. So there's going to be a little bit of a tight squeeze until all of these expansion products are completed. As a whole, though, Virginia Beach gets great overall rating. I have to agree with it. It is, like I keep saying, it is basically my go-to away from home. It's where I go to unwind. It's far enough away that I feel like I can't address some work problems immediately because I have to deal with traffic and getting home and tunnels, that I just feel like I can go, I can get away, I can take a deep breath, I can do all the things a tourist does, and then I can go home and be home within an hour and go back to reality. So for me, it is my favorite getaway spot. It is so easy to get to. It's easy, fun. There is a ton to do. And just to walk away to the beach, to the Cavalier, to go shopping at the town center, it's just a nice thing to do. A lot of people who live in Hampton Roads feel whatever side of the tunnel you live on, the other side's a whole world away. Well, I live on the other side of the tunnel from Virginia Beach, and there are times when I feel it's a whole world away, and I appreciate and love that aspect so much that it just feels like a total getaway with only a 40-minute traffic with only a 40-minute commute. So definitely it's one of my favorite places. So check me out, follow, subscribe, call, email, ask questions. I would love to help. I can't wait to see you guys again and talk about my next ultimate guide. Have a great day.